Hello, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of The Road to Glory here on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. Today, I actually just want to start things off a little bit differently. So, I've been working very closely and behind the scenes with Xbox to create a new controller, like for me, that's based around like my branding and stuff like that. And they made this awesome like behind the scenes promo video for it, and I'd absolutely love to just show it to you now. It's only like 20 seconds and then we'll get into the Road to Glory, but take a look at this. Hey, what's up guys, it's Lasty here. I'm here with Xbox Design Lab making my own custom controller. It's white, it's gold and black, and it matches my branding, and I really like it. To celebrate, we've been doing a photo shoot, they've been throwing paint at me and all sorts. If you guys would like to pick up my controller or design one for yourself, go ahead and click my link. Pretty cool, huh? So, obviously, that is my controller with all the cool gadgets and gizmos on it. There's always going to be a link down below in the description now. If you would like to purchase any of that stuff, that'd be amazing. Obviously, helps me out a little bit as well. So, into today's Road to Glory. Obviously, you're seeing what my team currently looks like right now. We got off to like what I would classify as kind of a rocky start with it in the last episode. Wasn't 100% sure on like how we were performing. We got a couple of wins, we got a loss. It wasn't the greatest. So I've today decided to leave that squad aside. Obviously, you're just seeing some bronze pack method that I was doing along the way as well. That sort of stuff will go on throughout FIFA 18. I'll just do that whenever I get a few minutes and I get bored. I'll spend 10k on bronze packs and hopefully see the return. And then I had a bit of a binge of selling off some of the stuff in my club, as in like training items and stuff that I'd picked up over the weekend when it was weekend league. People buy like the bronze attribute cards and the silver ones that I had just from SBC packs and stuff, and then some other players that have sold along the way from the bronze pack method. So that was what I was doing there, and as you can see, it brought me up to like 120k again. Plus, don't forget, we've got Varane, we've got Modric. Oh, these guys sold a little while ago, which is some championship cams, some Italian Serie A centre-back, well, not necessarily Italian, but silver Serie A centre-backs, because there was an SBC on Saturday night where they were like expensive. I don't know why people are paying over the top odds for what is literally to complete one SBC for like one random 7.5k pack. It's nuts. People are going crazy. But look at this team that we come up against. Obviously, we are in Division 8, and my aim in today's video is for us to win that title. I want that trophy in my cabinet, and I want to move up to Division 7. And he's got the likes of Griezmann and Cristiano Ronaldo in his team. Ousmane Dembele, Toni Kroos. Like, it didn't take long for me to score. All of the games you're going to see in today's episode affected me with lag. I always say it, but when I play seasons, god damn, it's so bad. I just feel like if anyone from BT is watching, can you sort my internet line out? I just want it to be stable for online gaming. But yeah, like you can see there's some choppiness going on, so apologies for that. It doesn't look great when I'm trying to show it back to you, and the gameplay looks choppy and horrible sometimes. But yeah, it's just in-game lag and stuff. And I couldn't tell how this game was going to go, because obviously we scored really early on, almost from like kickoff. And then he scored within a few minutes of me scoring, so I could tell that obviously he was someone that was going to be able to play the game all right. I do get a goal with Mane here in the 41st minute. The game is kind of like end-to-end, and then a lot of the ball in the middle of the park, just like interceptions galore for a lot of this game, because obviously the connection was affecting both of our passing, and being, I guess, two players that were kind of on the same level with, you know, both got decent teams, we were intercepting quite well. You know, we were getting our players in the right spots to intercept. I score a beautiful goal there. That was some really nice build-up play, and then Mane scores a lovely volley. If you didn't already see, like, I'm using my player of the month Mane, my player of the month Harry Kane, and also the loan Rui Costa. All of those items are on loan. I told you I was going to use them. I'm not just getting them to store in the club. I just fancy using them, and you know what? If it gets me promoted, helps me get a few extra 1,000 coins, of course, it's going to be beneficial. Harry Kane scores a goal right there. We're 4-1 up. I've kept Ronaldo quiet all game long. The only person to score against me so far was, I think, Isco, and I'm not sure if Ronaldo was even involved. What I would say is that when this guy picked the ball up with Cristiano and ran in like a diagonal against me, it was tough to defend him then. But when he just picks the ball up, I was doing my best to get to him, hound him down as quick as I possibly could with my defenders, and I found that to be the greatest way to get the ball off him, is really pressure him early on so he doesn't get too much space. And as you can see, we ended up winning that game 4-1. A convincing win for our first game of the episode against a really strong team and a half-decent opponent as well. I then go into my next one, and we get put up against a 4-5-1 Prem team. Some strong players in there again. Aurier, Smalling, Heung-min Son. He's got Harry Kane up front, and a great midfield of like Yaya Toure and stuff like that. So again, not too sure. You know, the teams are relatively even, relatively level. It could go either way depending on how good the actual opponent is. Didn't take me too long to score, and you might have also noticed I've changed my kits. Gone for this Monaco kit, which I actually really like. I'm not sure if it's gold or cream or white, or I can't quite tell, but it looks quite nice. It's got like dark blue socks as well, and I think it looks alright because I've moved away from the #United kit. I've switched that one to my away kit now, and I've gone with the away #United kit. So that's like a dark purple and black and stuff, and then obviously I've got the light coloured kit to contrast it, I guess, you know, so that we're not always looking like I got the same types of kits. So it's just time for a little bit of a change up. So, wait, is this even a Monaco kit? I didn't think that looked like its badge right then. Someone let me know. I'm pretty sure it was a Monaco kit. It might be like the third kit or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But I go 2-0 up in this particular game. At half-time, I thought my opponent was going to rage quit because he stopped playing for a moment, but then he did decide to play on in the second half. I get it through to Mane. I take the shot. Couple of minutes in, and I think he does in the end decide to rage quit from that particular one. So he wasn't long left for this game. It just needed that final straw to break the camel's back. Is that a saying? Who knows? But we get another win today, pushing us ever closer to winning this Division 8 title. So Harry Kane and Mane have done quite well so far. We've got 7 goals and 3 assists in 5 games for Rui Costa, so he's done very well. I really like him on this game. I love him on my main account, and I use him all the time. So to be able to use him on the Road to Glory for even just a snippet of that amount of time is great fun. I will literally I'll promote and pump those loan SBCs into your guys' faces for the rest of this year. You can guarantee that. Yeah, it might not be cool to come up against a full loan team later on in the year if people save them up, but we're going to get the use out of them when I get them. So that's my plans anyway. I go 1-0 up in this particular match. This was a tough one. Both teams were playing pretty well, and it was really difficult to break each other down. But eventually Kane puts a lovely ball through, and I've been scoring chips all the time with Sadio Mane. He featured in my Ultimate Team video that I did on Saturday, so I'll leave a link to that in the top right corner if you haven't seen it. I show off like my craziest team that I've got right now on FIFA, and well, Danny Rose let me down there. Although I feel like the game, probably the connection was what didn't allow me to pass the ball back, and he just held on to it too long, gets intercepted, and that's how my opponent decides to equalise in this particular game. But Dembele plays it through to Mane. Kane flicks it to Mkhitaryan. That was a lovely touch from Harry Kane, and that's what gets me the goal to go 2-1 up here before half-time. 10 minutes before half-time, a decent time to go a goal up, rock their confidence just before the 45-minute break, and then come out stronger in the second half. And we push for a third here, put it through to Harry Kane. He's just got a header. I tried the header chip, so an LB header. Didn't know that was a thing, and then eventually he doesn't score it, and for some reason my opponent decides to quit at half-time. Really not sure why, because I've got to say, this was a tough game. We were going back and forth, and it could have gone any way. Like, possession was very close. Yeah, I might have had a couple more shots on target, but we've earned ourselves promotion. Promotion is guaranteed. We are 3 points away from winning Division 8 in its entirety. So let's go into this game against Connor FC and do that right now, shall we? Obviously, I'm using my loan players, so I want to get the most out of them, as much as possible. So when he scores, he misses a free kick, pauses it, and rage quits after 3 minutes. One, I don't get the win because it's under 5 minutes in the game, and I wasn't actually winning the match. And two, it takes a contract off my loan players. I hate that. I'm not sure if there's what sort of way around it there is for EA to let me have my loan player contract back for that particular game. But yeah, it sucks when people do that to you. I'm not sure why you would bother. But we go into another match, and we come up against a strong-looking Serie A team. Insigne, Alejandro Gomez, João Mario, decent players on this game. Took me 12 minutes to break him down. But this is my most difficult opponent of the entire episode because I don't know, he was just playing well. Like he had some good players in a really solid team, informed Brozovic and stuff like that as well. And Alejandro Gomez plays an inch-perfect ball through to João Mario, who just literally taps it past my keeper. That's a beautiful goal. And my defence were completely split by it. I obviously brought Chris Smalling out a little bit too far, and it was a great run by João Mario, who I've heard really good things about. Maybe if we ever build a Serie A team again, João Mario needs to fit in there. And my confidence was rocked. He nearly gets a second goal there, but a good save from my goalkeeper stops that from happening. I get through with Mkhitaryan, try to compose myself by slowing down, and a really quick defender manages to catch me up and stop that one from going in. And then I'm not sure if that was a goalkeeper save or a defender slide, but eventually Bakayoko blocks the rebound attempt, and we go into this half-time break at 1-1. But you can see my opponent's had a little bit more possession, an extra shot than me. Like, it was probably slightly in his favour. Mkhitaryan plays it down the wing to Sadio Mane, and that's one of the finest goals you'll see. Like, it's an absolutely brilliant finish from the crazy winger on this game. Like, that's just a lovely goal. Low driven, of course, across the goalkeeper, but taking it on the sprint from that angle when the goalkeeper's that well positioned, it's a solid finish, and I actually really like that one. Probably the nicest goal that I scored today. Aurier then cuts inside, plays it back all the way to Mkhitaryan, to Kane, to Rui Costa, and that was just a perfectly weighted run from the Portuguese icon. It's difficult for the defenders to track that because obviously there's not much AI involvement with the defending. So if you've got multiple players running through and you choose to track the wrong one, obviously it's going to offer out an option, and we were able to go 3-1 up in this game. João Mario, though, absolutely cracks an effort off the bar in the 58th minute. Like, I thought if that had gone in, I'd have just put the controller down and clapped, to be honest. And then a goal like that goes in. Okay. Weak foot of Insigne, who I don't think has got the most powerful shooting in the world, at the near post when the goalkeeper stood right at the near post. Shouldn't happen, really, should it? Mane gets caught up by Cancelo, but he has enough strength to hold him off, play it across, and Rui Costa's there to sweatily tap it into the back of the net. Yeah, I'll give him that one. That was a bit of a sweat. But as this guy had got back into the game, I needed the goal. You know, it was 3-2, so I needed that fourth goal to close this one out. And we win. We end up winning 4-2, which is obviously going to lead to us getting the Division 8 title. Obviously, we expect that, 5 wins and 1 loss. Shouldn't even really be getting a loss at this stage. But it is still early in FIFA 18. There are still half-decent players in these earlier divisions. It's obviously really going to test us when we get up to the likes of Division 5, Division 4, and higher than that. Get a decent amount of coins for a daily objective, and then a very good little pack, should I say, is a 2 players pack, but it's not one where both of the items are rare. I'm pretty sure it's like 1 gold, 1 silver, and one of those players is rare, so not much chance of really getting anything. I end up getting Nastasic, is it? Yeah, I think it is. I'm not too sure. And then I get a Portuguese silver left mid. As you can see, thought he might be expensive because of the League SBC, but I checked and he wasn't, so I'll keep him for now. There'll be a point in time where he'll go expensive for no apparent reason. So we've got 5 games under these players' belts today, even though one of them was just like a quit within a minute, which sucks. But they're done well. Like, I've enjoyed playing with the Prem today. It was a little bit different from the normal squad. Obviously, there are some players that feature in both of my teams, but it was a time to rest Del Piero, Martial, who's been featuring loads for us lately. Time to give him a bit of a rest and try out some other players. So I've had fun. I've enjoyed. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the episode, and just want to say a massive thanks to Xbox, obviously, for setting up the whole gig that we've done with the controller and stuff. I was excited once I saw the video to show it to you. That's why I decided to put it in this video and actually right at the start, and not just leave a link in the description, because I'm actually really excited to work with them. I love the look of my controller, and if you guys are interested in picking up like a grippy controller that isn't the Elite, then it's a pretty decent option, and I've made the colours, I've chosen everything, it looks really good. So there will always be a link down below from now on. I am now working with Xbox, which is just awesome. It's like a dream come true. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.